Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome weekend, and thanks for tuning in for another episode. So just want to say I appreciate the support on the channel, and we're going to be looking at some ball pythons. So I know a lot of you guys are on the channel for the boas, but I think we have some pretty cool ball pythons, and I just want to show you guys what is going on in the room. So you guys know that I bought some last year. I've bought a few this year. I bought a few within the last couple months, and then I just bought two more the other day from John Chosmer. So all high quality animals, and I am not worried at all about the health on them or bugs or anything like that, because I personally try to buy from extremely reputable breeders and ones that have very high reviews. And most of the time, when you get up into the higher level breeders, I'm not saying the lower ones don't do it or anything like that, but when you get up into the higher breeders, they have extremely clean environments, extremely healthy animals, and they're not going to do anything to contaminate their business or their animals or anything like that. So on that, let's check out just a few or all of the ball pythons. So I was going to do a part one, part two, because I do kind of have quite a few, and I don't want to make this video take forever, but we're just gonna do one full video. If you guys think it's a little too long, I do apologize. So the first one is 2020. It's a female orange ghost super enchi, and I think this girl is crazy looking, super bright. I love the yellows and the browns, and then the white sides on her. The light is kind of bright on her, so we'll just back up a little bit. But, you know, for being a year old, she really hasn't lost any color on her. And most of my snakes are on the ball pythons. Being about a year old, they're sitting around 500 grams. So I think that's a pretty good weight for them, pretty healthy. I know most people around the 2-year mark are up at around 1,000 grams, just because that's like the breeding age for the females. And males, I think most people cut back on the food on the males so they don't get too lazy or sluggish when they're trying to breed them. But I don't breed, so I just feed them every week, once a week. Some people will feed their females twice a week, smaller meals, just to help them get up into breeder size within that 2-year mark. But you know, I mainly buy females, but I do have a couple of males. We'll go over that. So the banana clown is a male, 99%, or the high majority of bananas are males. There are females out there. They are extremely expensive, but I would say if you're into breeding, then the females are definitely worth it, because with the females, you can get more females. But I really like the banana clowns. They're very, very bright as they're babies, and that one's a year old, so it really hasn't dulled out very much. I know I've said in the past that I don't really care for ball pythons. My passion is boas, and you know, I just love the personality on boas and the size and the temperament. Sometimes some of the boas can be a little temperamental, which is fine. I mean, you're gonna get that with bigger snakes, bigger attitudes. So I guess I could say I was wrong about the ball pythons being boring. There's not much to them. And then when I ventured out of like the $100 range or the $200 range on the snakes, I've noticed that there are some ridiculously insane, beautiful morphs in the ball python world. And I guess I had to get out of my little bubble of what I was actually like looking at and stuff like that, because the mass majority of the stuff is, you know, under $400, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of nice snakes for under $400, but some of the stuff that Aussie Boys and Justin Gabolka and Mutation Creations and John Chosmer and all these other people that are producing, I mean, it's just insane. I mean, some of this stuff's like $10,000, $15,000. It's just ridiculous. So 2021 Enchi Yellow Belly Fire Pied. So this girl right here looks really nice. I'm really starting to like the fire in a lot of these. So the fire, so we all know that ball pythons dull out as they age. I mean, it's just what they do. So the fire brightens them up, and it should help them hold the color and the contrasts as they get into an adult age. So I really haven't seen too many adults with fire, but it shouldn't dull out that much. But this girl is crazy looking, really, really nice. And, well, okay, we'll put you in here. So some of these snakes are only a couple months old, and they did recently get put into these bigger tubs, and they do have hides, and they ate, and they're doing very well in these big tubs. So when I first get them, or until they eat, and I think they're comfortable enough to go into the bigger tubs and rack system, I do just keep them in these little plastic tubs. Now I know a lot of people throw fits about ball pythons in small enclosures, but if you look at their natural environment, they do live in Africa. They do spend a lot of their times in termite mounds and holes in the ground, so they are very used to, in the nature, being in small areas. So it's 2021 Superfly Clown. So it's the Super Pastel Fire Clown. And again, with fire in her, she should be, I'm not going to say bright her entire life, but she won't go that dull, is what I'm hoping. But we'll see. So I really like this girl. Love the patterns. And the colors are really cool. Just the yellows, whites, and blacks. It just all mixes together extremely well. And on her, I flipped the water dish around because that's where the heat pad is on the back. So I'm kind of experimenting a little bit with the humidity, with the water over the heating, with the heat panel. So we'll move down, and I know trying to go through this pretty quickly, just for time's sake. We have a male albino. Not het for anything. I just really love the albinos, just the way they look. They look a lot better than a lot of the other albino snakes out there, just with the colorations and stuff like that. So the 2015 male pied, and this boy is pretty big. Definitely breeder ready. I have nothing to breed with. And we can hear the VPI Aztec throwing a fit. All right, moving on to the ball python. 2015 pastel. This was the very first ball python I ever bought, and then this was the second one. So these will just be hanging out. I have no desire to breed them and get het pieds out of them for any reason. We have 2020, just a regular pied female, which is really nice. I don't know, I really like the high whites on the regulars, but if they have like a bunch of combos in them, I do like the medium-ish white to low white, just so you can see what's actually going on with the animal. But some of these higher whites, they do, as they grow up, get black spots on them randomly. So this one has one. So we'll check out the black pastel next. This girl right here, every time she sheds, she always gets more black spots all over the place. So black pastels are naturally very, very high white. This one luckily has a little pattern on her tail. Majority of them very high white, but I don't know if they all get the black spots. That'll be interesting to see if somebody can inform me on that. Another female albino. I just love albinos. Like, I would not mind breeding the albinos just to get more. I just love them. And then I have the butter or a lesser clown. So apparently the butter and the lessers are the exact same thing. Just kind of like the coral glows and the bananas are apparently the exact same thing. Just two people, I guess, found them at the same time and then just named them differently. So this one's got a little heart on the top of her head. Kind of cool. She's actually kind of kept her colors a little bit. I know that they fade out a lot, the lessers and the butters do, but they look really good in a lot of other combos. Not saying she doesn't look good just as herself, because I just love how it looks like there's like the paint is dripping down on her body with the nice contrast, the whites, the yellows, and the browns. They just look awesome. So, I mean, I'll be the first one to admit I was totally wrong on ball pythons, and I think it mainly was because everybody has them. Everybody breeds them. Everybody has ball pythons. Like anytime you go into a reptile show or anywhere, it's 99% ball pythons, and I was just kind of like, blech, like sick and tired of seeing them. But it is what it is. So it's pastel, just a regular pastel clown, and then you can add any male combos into her and get a bunch of really cool stuff. So I really like the head markings on her. Kind of looks like a second face on her. And then we have a Super Mojave. The female, I would not mind getting a Mystic Potion for her at some point, or just a regular Mystic Potion. Either way, this does fall under the Blue-Eyed Lucy as the family, so it does have blue eyes, it does have the white body. So I know that there's like 4 different combos under the Blue-Eyed Lucy morph, or I guess gene line, or I don't know really how you call it, but it's not the true pure white Blue-Eyed Lucy. And I don't know what makes the pure white one, but I don't know if it's Mojave to Mojave, Mojave to lesser, or lesser to lesser. I mean, I don't know. But there are different Blue-Eyed Lucys in that make the white snake. That one just has the yellowish, yeah, like a yellow line down her back, and then the head is a little brown. So I still really like those. It gives it a little bit more color. The pure whites are really nice, but I kind of like something with a little bit of color tone in it. So moving on to some of these younger ones, they've all eaten, except for the 2 that I just bought the other night. So who do we want to check out first? All right, we'll check out the male. Getting some males. I'm normally always buying females, so it's kind of interesting to get a male. So we have a male mahogany, and this guy looks really nice. Nice colors, really nice patterns. I love the 50%. I guess you could say that's 50% white and then pattern, but we'll see what happens with him in the future. Looking really good. I really don't see too many mahoganies for sale. When I saw that one, I was like, yep, I could not afford the female, so I just got the male, and then maybe I can make more. So I'm kind of like, I don't know what I'm doing with all of these. I'm just seeing a bunch of cool stuff that I've never seen before, and then I'm like, yep, definitely want that. This is one I just got the other day. Pastel pied. So the mahogany pied, pastel pied. I got a lot of pieds, but that's okay. So this is like, I'd say this is really a lower white. Really nice colors, awesome patterns. And this one can be a little feisty. So excited for her. Of course, I've got more females. And we'll just try to put the lid on. We got another male right here. So this is an Orange Dream Enchi Leopard Pied, which this guy looks crazy nice. Really, really nice. Awesome colors on him. Really nice patterns. I love the eyes. If we can see. Kinda, maybe a little bit. There we go. And then the whole belly is obviously white. But as a male, I'm very excited to have him. The females were ridiculous, so gotta go with the male. Who's in here? What do we got in here? Oh yeah. So this is a female. This is a Fire Enchi Clown, and I am still learning on all of the genes and all of the morphs, but I am aware that the Enchi is so I've been told, it is a pattern reducer. So I think it looks really cool. I like a lot of the Enchi stuff because, yeah, I like how the butter clown and then the pastel clown, it's got a ton of pattern on it, but this one has a lot of pattern too, but it just cleans it up super nice. And then the fire is going to keep it nice and bright, and then it should keep it nice and bright as it ages. So really, 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 really nice looking snake right here. And then we can go over these more in the future, just kind of cruising through here, let you guys know, because we are already 15 minutes in. Whew. All right. I know some of you guys don't like the short videos. Some of you guys say you like the long videos. So it's another one that I just got. And this is my second female black pastel pied. So this one is crazy, almost all white except for the head. And we'll try to get another light over here. I mean, it's just a white snake, but that is insane looking. I love that. So the black pastel pied, almost 90% white. Crazy, love it. Now, if that had a bunch of like yellow belly and Enchi and a whole bunch of other stuff in it, then I would not really want it to be high white. But I think Enchi throws really medium to low white snakes, which is pretty cool. And then this one right here was on the last video. So a bunch of you guys were trying to guess what this one was. This is a female. So we'll get her situated. So this is the Ivory Enchi pied. So it's a super yellow belly Enchi pied. Really, really nice markings on her head. And then a lot of yellow. And man, this thing is just insane. I've never seen one like this, and I was like, I have to have it. There was the male with it too, but you know, I could only get the one, so we'll see what happens. All right, guys, that is it. So they're all eating on wrap-ups, and even though they are only a couple months old, or you know, all within, I'd say all within 3 to 6 months, they are all eating very well, and they will all soon be moving over here. But again, thank you for the support. Hopefully you guys did not mind that long video and enjoyed it. Probably should have broken it up into 2 parts, but hopefully you guys saw some stuff that maybe you haven't seen before or that you guys like. But let me know in the comments which ones you guys like, and maybe I can feature a couple more separately if you guys are interested on that. So have an awesome weekend. I'll see you guys on the next video.